So I've had the guns now about a week, and I've really been using them on all the jobs that I got here in the shop. So we're gonna go ahead now and try one out with you guys on a metallic here. This is a 2022 BMW 5 Series, and it has a really nice, almost a dark charcoal metallic, but it's kind of a fine one, and some of them fine ones like the model. So we're gonna shoot this one with you guys, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do with the gun. And also with the clear gun, now that I've been using it, I got it dialed in to the really nice setting with the clear that I'm using. So we'll talk about that. So let's get into shooting this Beamer, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing now with these Sagolas and how nice they are working out. All right, so now let's get caught up to where we are now with the job. So we started out, we waxed and greased it, we waterborned it, and then you guys seen me blow and wipe the car. I like to go over it with my hand and feel over it and almost use it like a tack rag with the blow gun, and then I will tack it after I get done with that stage there. So once it's tacked, I went ahead and sealed it. You guys seen that, and then I went ahead and did a wet bed over the whole thing on the areas that we're just gonna be clearing. That way it knocks down any chance of silicone and also makes the transition nicer from the solvent into the base coat. So that's where we are now, and we're gonna be basing it out now with the Sagola. So I've been using that gun for this week, and I've been really liking it. So I'm spraying the base at 20 PSI, and I'm still using the base gun with a wide open fan and a wide open fluid. So I drop it down to about 15 when I do my control coat. And with this gun, being it puts out such a nice wet coat, I'm only having to put 2 coats of every color that I've actually done so far with this gun. I never have to put 3 on with it. So it puts on a nice wet full coat of base and clear, and it really does a nice job with that. So right now we're doing a 20 PSI coat. We'll get coverage on this one, and then we'll move into the control coat. But I want to show you guys where I got my clear now set on that clear gun and how beautiful it's working out with the clear I'm using. So each clear will be different when you use a gun. So if you use a thinner clear, you really won't have to choke that gun in as much as I am with this clear that I'm using here. So let's go ahead and get coverage, and then we'll control it, and I'll show you the clear coat. All right, so we got our coverage, we've got our 2 coats down, and now we're gonna go ahead and lower the pressure to about 14 to 15 and put our control coat on. So that's the spot that I like with this gun, the way it sprays with this material with that green head. So I'm still using the green head, and that head's working out well for me. I haven't even tried the blue one yet because this one has been working out really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and drop it, and then we'll move into the clear, and I'll show you how nice I got that Sagola dialed in. So let's go ahead and drop it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and clear it. And I wanted to show you guys the base. That's why I zoomed in close. When I put the control coat on, I do not let it get wet. So I put it on dry enough that by the time I'm done with that part, it's already flashed off. And that's how I get my best application, and that way I don't have any model with it. So we're ready for the clear. And on the clear now, what I'm doing with the gun is, on the fluid, I actually have it, I turned it all the way in to close, and I backed out the fluid 3.5 turns on the gun for the fluid. And with this gun here, spraying at the 2 bar, which is 29 PSI, I'm still spraying a full fan with it, but it's perfect for the clear coat that I'm using now. I usually don't adjust my fluid. I usually spray my guns wide open, but with this here gun, it's such a production gun to where it puts out so much material. I like to back it in with this clear because I'm spraying a thick clear and it needs to break it up. So watch how nice, once we clear this one, how nice it looks. And this week here, I've been really playing with it, trying to get it dialed in, and I got it to where I really like the way it sprays. So let's go ahead and put our coats of clear on, and I'll show it to you guys all finished up, and you guys let me know what you think of it. So that's the job all finished up. We put 2 coats of clear on, and we used the 2021 with the 61 hardener and the 898 reducer and the 895. Just a little bit of the 895 just to get it to kick, but mainly all of the slowest reducer I got here to get it to flow out. And with the adjustments, the way that I got that gun set up now with the fluid turned in, it breaks up this clear really nice and lays it down the way it needs to look to have the factory look. So you guys know I'm always talking about the factory look. I'm really going to duplicate what's on the vehicle, and the BMWs have a lot less peel than most cars do because they got that European clear look on it. So definitely did a nice job of laying out the base coat. You guys can't see too much, but it is a fine metallic, which can get very blotchy. The base laid out beautifully. The clear looks factory, and I'm really loving the Sagolas. So definitely a great gun, and whatever clear you're using or base, you got to adjust towards what you're using. So with this clear I'm using, I have it turned in, but normally I spray my guns wide open, but this gun here is probably one of the fastest guns I've used, so I like to turn it in to break up the clear a little bit finer and be able to slow down a little bit with it. So really came out nice. Definitely a great setup, both base gun and clear gun from Sagola. So check them out if you guys haven't seen them, and we'll see you guys on the next one.